Hello everybody, another quick tip video here. I'm using Cubase, and today I'm going to be showing you how to very easily get drums to be quantized to a grid. Cubase for me is one of the simplest programs to do this in. I've done it in Logic, I've tried it in Pro Tools, I've even been giving it a go in Reaper. But as you will see, I think anyway, let me take this off. This is from the last video. As you will see, I think it's a hell of a lot easier in Cubase. So the first thing I'm going to do is just set what are called the hit points, and I'm going to choose the bass drum, the snare drum, and the two toms that I'm using to get the hit points. So I'm going to double click on one of these. I'll start with the bass drum, and there is the bass drum, the wave for the bass drum. If I am on the hit points already, if you click over here on the left, you get to hit points, and you can set a threshold, and you can see there it moves these lines up and down, and you can decide how much you want to capture. So if you've got background noise, I mean, if I brought this right down, you see it would be getting here as well, which we don't want. Clearly that's not part of the bass drum. So I'm going to bring that up. It seems to be getting pretty much all of them. The other thing you can do is set a minimum length. So if you've got a lot of bass drums very, very close to each other like these, you might end up with some rumble and you might get mishits. So you can set a minimum length. You can turn that up. And generally what I do is get a bit that I know is right and turn it up where it screws that up like it's doing there, and then just pull it back a tiny bit. So I know that there it's captured that okay. This one here, it hasn't so much, so maybe I'll pull it back one. Nope, it's not picking that up at all. Maybe it can't pick that up. Well, never mind. You don't have to get every single hit, but it would be nice. Maybe that's one of those ones that I'll manually go through and edit. You can click on edit hit point and then add in another hit point there, I believe. Insert hit point like that. You can hold down Alt and click on it. So there we can see I've added in a manual hit point for that bass drum. But that looks pretty good. I'm going to repeat the process with the snare drum. Set a threshold so it's only getting the snares I want. I mean, this is for a demo in a video, so I'm not going to do it absolutely perfectly, but you can spend some time going through and getting these things as right as you can for your final product. There we go, that's perfect. So I've got 3 hit points there for the floor tom. Somewhere, oh sorry, that's not the floor tom, that's the middle tom. Here's the floor tom. Same again here. Beautiful. Okay, that'll do. Now I'm going to create a folder. So I'm going to right click anywhere, go add track, folder down here. I was looking at group channel, I got distracted then. I'll get all of my tracks and put them inside that folder. And then if I expand this here, there's this little button here which is for group editing. And if I click this, this will basically mean that all of these will get edited together, which is exactly what I want. And now I can go up to here, make sure that the audio warp is off, and unclick here where it says open Quantise panel, and then I'm going to choose the bass drum, I'm going to choose the snare drum. You can see here if I put in the lower tom, I'm getting 2 hits. So for the moment I'm not going to use the toms, I'm just going to use the bass drum and the snare drum. And then I'm going to click slice on all of those. There we go. So that's sliced all of that. And then I'm going to click quantize. You can allow it to have a swing, or you can allow it to be off by a certain amount. But just for this, I'm going to see what happens if we snap it exactly to the grid. So I'm going to click on quantize. And then I'm going to click on crossfade. which will crossfade all of those regions. Now if I go back to the beginning, let's see how it handled some of the later stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things that I'd tweak in that manually, but compared to what a lot of other software does and how a lot of other software deals with this stuff, I think that's very, very impressive. So yeah, a quick tip there, how to quantize drums, and you can do this for other instruments as well, but how to quantize multi-track drums very quickly in Cubase. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video, share it and all that. And I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.